That's what's so fascinating about telling this story. You know, it's everything that led up to him being mayor, from the time when he was just, you know, an attorney working, you know, as a stalwart for the poor and immigrants, and his ruthlessness, you know, to fight corruption and being right.
I play Ben Marino, who is the Republican boss of the party. I didn't know this show, and when I told people I was playing Ben Marino, and they're like, politics and poker, Little Tin Box, The Bum One. So these are all really great songs, but they're all the guys in the songs. You know, it's the group of guys, and it just sounds really fantastic.
Taya is Fiorello LaGuardia's first wife. She's a northern Italian immigrant. She's a worker at the nifty shirtwaist factory company. They first meet when she is arrested, and then freed. He frees her on bail, and he takes up the workers' cause and fights for their rights.
I play Dora. She's one of the girls who works at the nifty Shirtwaist Corporation, and Taya, Fiorello's first wife, is her friend. So I sort of am part of the strike that Fiorello helps rally us, and then I have this side story with my love, Floyd McDuff.
I play Mitzi Travers, who's a musical comedy star of that era, who I think is sort of a hybrid of a lot of different musical comedy stars in that time. And she comes in and she sings one song in the second act, and she's just kind of this little surprise in the middle of the show.
The thing about Encores is that it's like, you know, you don't have a lot of time. You're really kind of put together. You have the music, very minimal props and choreography, enough to get the flavor of the show, but it's really the music.
The show is evocative of its era, and it's really, to me, it sounds like, in both the music and the lyrics, a love letter to New York. Like, it has a very New York energy to it.
Just really getting to know it, and some of the material I didn't know as well has been a real joy, because it's so well written, and it's so well composed, and the lyrics are so wonderful, and it's got so much color, and so it's been great.
In the second act, there's a moment where LaGuardia's first wife, Taya, has died, and he's run for the mayor and lost by a lopsided amount, and he's on stage alone, devastated.
Well, it's actually a reprise of the name's LaGuardia. But within the reprise, there's a whole different melody, and then there's a monologue, and it's almost like a soliloquy. We
settled for the tiniest of reprises. He sings the name's LaGuardia, spells his name, and walks off stage. It was that small. And about 20 years ago, I saw a production. I thought we really need a song there. Shortly before Jerry Bach died, I came up with an extended lyric for that reprise and a new lyric in the middle of a monologue. I gave it to Jerry, and he said, "This I like." And it was the last thing he set before he died. So we tried it out. There was a production at NYU in September, a wonderful production. We had a chance to try it out there, and it worked. And so we'll be doing it, but with a brand new orchestration for this production.
Fiorello is still much beloved in New York. I mean, you tell people that you're doing Fiorello in New York, and everybody's got a story. Everybody has a connection. Everybody knows who that was. It's amazing.
He doesn't pretend to be anything but who he is. And he doesn't care who likes it and who doesn't, because he knows what's right. And that's how he was able to gather people, because it was an attractive quality. He tells it like it is.
There's a feeling that it's parochial, that it's New York, and that audiences across the country may not understand it, which doesn't turn out to be true. There was a production in Chicago, an off-loop production a couple years ago that ran a year and a half. It was very popular there. I'm hoping that this City Center revival will do good things for the show.